Good morning students. Today we will discuss the topic concept and components of investment. In earlier videos we discussed about the basic concept of macroeconomics, then we talk about the meaning of final goods, intermediate goods, what is the difference between final goods and intermediate goods. Then we talk about the concept and components of consumption expenditure. Okay, consumption expenditure, concept like AD, AS means aggregate demand, aggregate supply, final goods, intermediate goods, all these we have discussed. So final goods and intermediate goods, what is the basic difference between the both? Final goods are those goods which are ready for the sale, and intermediate goods are those goods which are within the production process. Okay. Then we took consumption expenditure. So what is consumption expenditure? Consumption expenditure is that expenditure which is incurred by the consumer and producer on the purchase of final goods. Like producer do the expenditure on the purchasing of like tractor, machines, and consumer purchase the goods for the direct satisfaction of their want. Okay. Then our topic is concept and components of investment. Okay, so mainly components of consumption expenditure that we have discussed, there were three components. The first was household consumption expenditure, government consumption expenditure, and then the third one NGO consumption expenditure, means non-government organization. Okay, so in this we will discuss firstly what is investment. Okay, what is investment? So what is investment? Investment is the mainly stock of capital goods. Okay, so what are the capital goods? What are the capital goods? Capital goods that we have discussed in our earlier video also. Capital goods are those goods which are used by the producer for the further production, means which are used as intermediate goods to produce something like wood to make chair, table. Okay, and to, for example, to make this marker, the producer will use plastic, ink, and the refill that is fill in this. Okay, so the raw material, or we can say capital good, that are used to manufacturing the other goods. Okay, those are capital goods. So investment, we can say investment means it is expenditure on the purchase of goods which will give return in future. Okay, we can also say this, investment means expenditure on the goods which will give return in the future. Okay, that is called investment. Like, so investment means expenditure on those goods which are used for the further production. Okay, so stock of capital goods, we can say, show the capacity of a producer to produce the goods. More the stock of capital goods, more the output producer can give. Okay, more stock of capital goods, more output producer can produce. We can say more quantity of goods can be produced by the producer if he is having more amounts of capital goods or raw material. Okay, so investment means purchasing of those man-made goods which will be used in the production process, that is called investment. Okay, so investment and capital formation are used in similar way. Okay, Investment means expenditure on those goods which are used for the production, and capital formation means increasing the stock of capital goods. For example, capital formation means in 2017-19 we can say there are 10 machines to a producer who is making or manufacturing clothes. And in 2020, at the starting of 2019, he is having 10 machines, and at the end of 2019, means December 2019, he is having 12 machines. So these two are the capital formation. Okay. Why? Because this is the increase in the capital stock to a producer. Like that we discuss in human capital formation, means how many population, we can say educated or skilled population increase in the year. For example, in 2020, at the starting of the 20, there are 1 lakh skilled worker in the country, and at the end of 2020, there are 1.5 lakh. It means this is the capital formation. Okay, increase in the stock of human capital, or here increase in the stock of physical capital. Okay, so this is about investment and capital formation. So what is investment? We can say it is the process of capital formation, or investment means expenditure on the capital goods which are used in the production process, or we can say to produce something. Then we have fixed and inventory investment. Fixed and inventory investment. So now we have fixed and inventory investment. Mainly two type of investment we are having: fixed investment and inventory investment. So what is fixed investment? Fixed investment is that investment which the producer incurred on the purchase of fixed assets, which is bear by the producer on the purchasing of fixed assets. So what are the fixed assets? For example, like plant, machinery, building. So expenditure on the plant, machinery, building is called fixed investment. Why? Because these remain the fixed. These cannot be moved from one place to other place. Okay, these are the fixed assets. Then we have inventory investment. Inventory investment. So what is inventory investment? Inventory investment is that investment that the producer is having of, like a producer produce finished goods, having stock of finished good, then stock of unfinished good, or we can say semi-finished. Semi-finished means which are in the process of production. And the third is raw material. So a producer may having stock of this type: stock of finished good, stock of semi-finished good which are in the process of production, and stock of raw material. So stock of finished goods means a producer plan to sell 1000 machines, but he was only able to sell 500 machines, we can say washing machine, in an accounting year, and the remaining 500 is the stock of finished good available with the producer. So that is inventory stock, and that is also called undesired inventory stock, because the producer planned to sell the 100 washing machine, but he was only able to sell 500 washing machine. So that 500 is finished good stock, we can say inventory stock of finished good, that is the available with the producer. Okay, then second we having stock of semi-finished good, means which are in the process of production, and then raw material. Okay, so stock of raw material which will be used further for the production in future, so that is also called inventory investment. So why these fixed and inventory investment are important for the producer? What do you think? Is fixed and inventory investment is important? Yes or no? Obviously both are important. How? Why fixed and inventory are important and how they are important? Fixed investment means a producer is having more building, more machines, more plant. So he is having more stock of these fixed assets. So he can produce, he is having more capacity to give the output. And more capacity of output means more GDP, more income, more growth of the economy or the producer also. And inventory investment, why it is important? It is important. Why? Because if the producer is having stock of finished good, then he can compensate the demand in the economy. Means there is excess demand, then if he is having stock of finished good, then he can supply. Okay, if this stock is not available with the producer, then there will be deficiency of supply. And stock of raw material, that is also important. If the producer is having stock of raw material, it means he can avoid the day-to-day purchasing from the market. Okay, means उसको डेली मार्केट से जो रॉ मटेरियल लेने के लिए मार्केट नहीं जाना पड़ेगा. एंड ऑल्सो द फ्लक्चुएशन रिलेटेड टू price of raw material. If the producer is having stock of raw material and there is increase in the price of raw material in the market, so the producer already purchased, is having stock, he purchased already at the low price and now there is increase in the price, so he can avoid this type of fluctuation. Okay, so that is the benefit for the producer. So this is about fixed investment and inventory investment and why both are important for the producer. Okay, now our topic is gross and net investment. So what is gross investment? Gross investment means expenditure by the producer on the purchase of fixed investment plus inventory investment. That is called gross investment. So gross investment is equal to fixed investment plus inventory investment. Okay, that is called gross investment. Wear and tear means if these fixed assets are used for the several years. Okay, it means there is also नॉर्मल वियर एंड टीयर में छोटे मोटे टूट फूट जो मशीन में या बिल्डिंग में रिपेयरिंग वगैरह करवानी पड़ती है, जो वो एक्सपेंडिचर होता है प्रोड्यूसर का, दैट इज कॉल्ड डेप्रिशिएशन. सो दैट इज ऑल्सो इंक्लूडेड इन द ग्रोस इन्वेस्टमेंट. ओके, बट इफ ग्रोस इन्वेस्टमेंट minus depreciation, then we have net investment. So net investment is equal to gross investment minus depreciation. So what is depreciation? Depreciation means fixed assets are used for the several years and with the rapidly using their value decrease. Okay, there is also some accidental damage like earthquake, sometimes natural calamities we can say, and also मशीनरी में जो मतलब टूट फूट हो जाते हैं, वेयर टियर हो जाता है, नॉर्मली उसका जो एक्सपेंडिचर होता है, उस पर रिपेयर करने में जो एक्सपेंडिचर आता है, किसी मशीन को बहुत सालों तक यूज किया जा रहा है तो उसमें जो छोटे मोटे टूट फूट होती रहती है, उस पर जो एक्सपेंडिचर आता है, दैट इज कॉल्ड डेप्रिशिएशन. So if we exclude the depreciation from the gross investment, then we having net investment. Okay, so net investment means increase in the stock of assets. It means not the old one but the new one. Okay, अगर हम पुरानी ही किसी चीज को रिप्लेस कर रहे हैं, सो दैट इज नॉट नेट इन्वेस्टमेंट, दैट इज ओनली ग्रोस इन्वेस्टमेंट. ओके, मीन्स फॉर एग्जाम्पल, टेक एन एग्जाम्पल, ग्रोस इन्वेस्टमेंट में हम उस चीज को लेंगे कि आपके पास कोई मशीन है और उसको मतलब टाइम के साथ अब उसको यूज नहीं किया जा रहा है, तो आप क्या करोगे, या फिर हम कह सकते हैं विद द चेंजिंग टाइम वी कैन से दैट बिकम ऑब्सलीट, आउटडेटेड. ओके, आउटडेटेड हो गया टेक्नोलॉजी की वजह से, ऑब्सलीट हो गई है, तो हम क्या करेंगे, न्यू मशीन हमें लेनी पड़ेगी टेक्नोलॉजी के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से. सो दैट उसको हम रिप्लेस करके नई मशीन ले रहे हैं, सो दैट इज द ग्रोस इन्वेस्टमेंट, नॉट नेट इन्वेस्टमेंट. बट हमारे पास वो मशीन है दैट इज द वर्किंग प्रॉपरली एंड देर इज नो नीड टू रिप्लेस दैट मशीन. विद दैट मशीन वी ऑल्सो परचेज द न्यू वन, दैट इज द नेट इन्वेस्टमेंट. कि हमने नया, मतलब नेट हमारा क्या इन्वेस्टमेंट है, पुराने पे हमने जो कुछ खर्चा किया, दैट इज नॉट नेट, दैट इज ग्रोस इन्वेस्टमेंट. ओके, so this is the concept of gross and net. And depreciation, I hope you got the point. Depreciation means on the fixed assets that we use for the several years, or we can say we use rapidly, like building machines, these are using rapidly, so there is normal wear and tear, sometimes it's due to accidental damage, so that expenditure we the producer bear to replace, or we can say due to damage, that is expenditure is, so due to accidental damage or natural calamity we can say, or the producer replace the machine due to technology, so that is depreciation. Okay, that is the depreciation कि जो हमारे पुरानी चीज है उसमें हमें टूट फूट की वजह से या टेक्नोलॉजी की कोई खराबी आ गई, उसकी वजह से जो हमें एक्सपेंडिचर हो रहा है, दैट इज कॉल्ड डेप्रिसिएशन. ओके, सो स्टूडेंट्स, टुडे वी हैव डिस्कस अबाउट द कॉन्सेप्ट and components of investment. Components means that we have discussed fixed and inventory investment, gross and net investment. Okay, and depreciation meaning that we have discussed. So watch the video and also read from your book. If you face any doubt, any problem, you are free to ask. Thank you.